Many of us dream of fantasy worlds with magical powers, but we can never really live in them. Well, luckily for these main characters, they totally can. Welcome to DoubleDollars, and today we will be counting down the top 10 Isekai anime with an overpowered main character. But before we begin, I want to thank our sponsor for today's video, Fandomaniax. They have a massive, and I mean massive, collection of merch ranging from hoodies, sneakers, and even kimonos. They have over 6,000 reviews, all from actual customers, so you know the quality is guaranteed. I mean, come on, have you ever wanted Saitama's Oppai hoodie? Bam, there you go. You want your own personalized Karasuno t-shirt with your name on it? Boom, there you go. And don't worry about where you live because they ship worldwide. If you want to browse their shop or buy anything, make sure to click on the link in the description or the pinned comment and use DoubleDollars10 at checkout to receive a 10% discount. Again, that is DoubleDollars10 at checkout. Again, thank you so much Fandomaniax for sponsoring the video, and let's get right into the list. Starting at number 10, In Another World with My Smartphone. Toya Mochizuki is killed by God on accident, and as an apology, God lets Toya be reborn in a mythical new world, and additionally gives him a unique favor. Toya asks that he be allowed to carry his smartphone with him. The smartphone, as it turns out, becomes his most useful tool in the new world he finds himself in. God accepts Toya's desire and even offers him magical powers as an additional apology for killing him. And so Toya starts adventures within the new world, wherein he befriends many people, solves quests, and discovers various thrilling secret techniques and mysteries. For those who have always wondered how powerful a smartphone would be in this world, here's the show for you. Number 9, 7 Senses of the Reunion. The MMORPG Union was a massively popular game, and within the game there existed a group of high school friends. Their party, simply known as Subaru, is the strongest and most popular party on the entire server. Sadly, however, one of their core players passes away during a mid-game raid. Due to the controversy of this, the game ends its service and the party splits apart in real life due to the death of their friend. 6 years pass and Haruto Amo, a key member of the party, has become a shut-in high school student racked by guilt. The developers of Union suddenly announced that they would be rebooting the game as Reunion. After he logs into the new game, he suddenly meets his friend who died, Asahi Kuga. If you're looking for another Anohana meets SAO, then this may be the show for you. It has hints of tragedy throughout, but it's otherwise a solid premise. Number 8, Tenchi Muyo, War on Geminar. Keiichi Masaki was just your average teenager when he was suddenly kidnapped by a mysterious group. The next thing he knows, he wakes up in the world of Geminar. He is told that to get back home he must kill the Empress with the power of the sacred mechanoid, and so he reluctantly sets out to do so. However, despite his skill, he is captured and the Empress is shocked to see a male piloting the robot, a rarity in the land of Geminar. Out of pity and amusement, she spares him and makes him her attendant. As a servant, he accompanies the Empress to the Holy Land, where an academy for robot pilots is located. Political intrigue and robot action awaits you in this underrated Isekai anime, and for once, it's not just another Code Geass ripoff. Number 7, Isekai Cheat Magician. high school students are walking to their class one day when a bright, white light suddenly envelops them both. As the light fades, they realize that they have been transported into a new fantasy world. It's full of the usual array of magical monsters, demons, and knights. In fact, one of those magical monsters were attacking them right now. Right as they think they're about to perish, however, fate intervenes. They are saved by a party of adventurers who chastise them for traveling unarmed and completely vulnerable to the monsters around them. They are escorted to the guild, and once there, go through a screening to see how magically apt they are. To everyone's shock, they possess extraordinary magical ability. If you're in the mood for a traditional isekai, this is the one for you. It helps that this has two main characters transported instead of just one to mix things up. Number 6, the Fruit of Evolution. It was a normal school day until suddenly the intercoms rang out with a strange announcement. A man claiming to be God told all of the students to prepare themselves. They were about to be transported into another world and given special skills to defeat the evil demon king who was about to ransack the land. The class, strangely enough, is excited more than anything and accepts the god's offer to have them transported to another world. The first transfer was a rousing success. However, Seiichi Hiragi, an outcast in the school, found himself left behind as nobody wanted to team up with him. Out of pity, the god sends him over as well. Although far away from the rest of his peers and civilization, Seiichi's luck was about to change though, when he discovers the Fruit of Evolution, a fruit that would grant him great powers. Number 5, Death March to the Parallel World Rhapsody.
I've been a busy little worker bee, like any good citizen of a thriving democracy should be. Work's been tough lately, I won't lie. But not so tough I want to disappear to another dimension.
Ichiro Suzuki is an overworked programmer in his 30s, which is probably relatable to most people working in the video game industry. After a whole day of coding, he finally gets some time to rest, so he goes under the table to sleep. Upon waking, he finds himself in the world of the very same game he was developing. A much luckier fate than most game developers, who would likely have just woken up to code more things without being paid overtime. Now called Sato, he easily dispatches a group of lizards assaulting him, which quickly boosts his level all the way to 310. With nothing else to do, he sets out to explore this new world and uncover its many secrets. Sato's overpowered nature gives him the much needed immunity he needs to wander the world he has helped build, and discover how he was sent to there in the first place. It's a fun anime with a much more casual tone than most serious isekai. Number 4, the world's finest assassin reincarnated as a aristocrat. The greatest assassin in the world had nothing but loyalty for the organization that raised him. He would do anything for them, and has done just that several times. However, that same organization now seeks to kill him for various reasons. In his dying breath, he is grabbed by a goddess and given another chance in another world. Though he found his death an honorable one, he did find himself realizing the many regrets he had in life. With a newfound vigor, he answers the goddess's offering with a yes. Now he finds himself tasked with yet another assassination mission. This time to kill this world's hero and save the world. As the son of a noble line of assassins in this new world, he learns new techniques here that are a lot flashier than the cold and methodical approach he had in his previous life. With his decades of experience, our protagonist sets out to kill the hero with perfection.
王家の命と暗殺貴族トゥアハーデの信念に基づき排除する。
命中。
次に排除するのは
左20フィートのセダンの前にマクドネル。
Number 3, Spirit Chronicles. In the traditional isekai fashion, Haruto Amakawa is yet another normal college student who finds himself dying in a traffic accident. As expected, he's reincarnated. This time, the MC becomes a young boy named Ryo. Unlike most isekai though, Ryo has his own memories, and along with his personality, he fuses with Haruto to become a single person. Ryo's memories reveal that he has a burning vengeance for the death of his mother. He soon comes across a princess from another kingdom, the kingdom of Bertram, who is kidnapped by suspicious folk. He saves her, and out of gratitude, the nobility gave him instant access into the most prestigious academy. As a slum dweller though, he is heavily discriminated against, but his skills will prove superior soon enough. Number 2, Ixion Saga DT. Another isekai from the olden times of the early 2010s, Ixion Saga is a more comedic take on the transported into a game isekai genre. In fact, the MC's very first act is being catfished by a female character in-game, who turns out to be the one who transported him into the world of Mirai. Kon Hokaze, our MC, now finds himself bumbling even higher into the good graces of the people around him. With no clue how he got there nor a goal to pursue, he decides to accept the princess's offer of becoming part of her royal guard. Despite his general dislike of combat, his willingness to play dirty actually makes him a competent guard for the princess. If you're looking for an older gag-focused anime, then this might be for you. Although fair warning, some of the humor might come across as rather outdated, to put it nicely. And number 1, she professed herself Pupil of the Wise Men. Sakimori Kagami was a NEET who spent most of his time playing a virtual MMORPG named Arc Earth Online. He usually plays like the typical old wizard type character, grey cloak, grey beard, and a funny looking hat. However, out of a whim, he decides to change his appearance to a cute girl on the last few hours he has playing the game. Amused, he falls asleep. When he wakes up, however, he finds himself in the body of his character, but is now stuck as a girl. Even more concerning, he has woken up inside the world of the MMORPG, and many of the people are wondering where the strong old wizard went. To not blow his cover, Kagami, as the title says, professes himself as the pupil of the wise man, his previous character. Despite the new appearance, Kagami still has his overpowered abilities, and so he starts his adventure. And that's the video! Thank you so much Fandomaniax for sponsoring the video, and don't forget to use the code DoubleDollars10 at checkout for a 10% discount. Again, that is DoubleDollars10 at checkout. Like always, if you like this video, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.